This is James McAllister with Seneca Sports Optics, and today we're doing something a little different. Usually we're talking about rifles and optics, but today I want to talk about is bullet construction and bullet design. You guys have seen several of the videos we've done with the 300 Norma, and I plan on taking that elk hunting this fall. So I bought some of the newer Nosler AccBond long-range bullets, but I wanted to see how they perform. So I did have some of those 210 grain bullets loaded up, and I've had some of the 225 grain ELD match, which I know those aren't hunting bullets, but they shoot real well in that gun. So I want to do a little test with both of them to see what kind of penetration and how the bullet holds up. So at 100 yards I shot through part of this cardboard box, which has half-inch piece of plywood, and then there's 24 inches worth of newspapers bundled up. So I've shot my 2 shots, and we will open this paper up and we'll see what kind of wound channel there is and how the bullets perform. Alright, I brought the box with all the newspapers inside out of the wind, and the bullet hole on the left is the 210 grain Nosler extended long range, and the one on the right is the 225 Hornady ELD match. Now this first bundle of newspapers, as I open it up, you can kind of see again, the one on the left is a wound channel for the Nosler, and the one on the right is the ELD match. Get into the second bundle of newspapers. You can see the one on the left. It's got quite a bit bigger wound channel than the ELD match, which is a target bullet. I want to see neither one of them exit the second bundle, so I'll get a measurement on that and see what the penetration was. Alright, I've started digging through these, and about 10 inches into the stack of newspapers, the ELD match bullet has stopped penetrating. As you can see, the Nosler 210 grain, it's still penetrating through, and this is it through a half-inch piece of plywood, piece of cardboard, and 10 inches of newspaper stacked real tight end to end. I was able to recover the what's left of the ELD match bullet, and it's just totally disintegrated. And it does have a heck of a wound channel, because it is totally disintegrating as it's going through, toward the one on the left is the Nosler. It's still penetrating, so it's still intact, 10 inches deep into it. Alright, I got to the end of the stack where the Nosler bullet was penetrating, and the 210 grain Nosler AccBond long range, it held together. It mushroomed real well, and it held together and stayed intact. 20 inches deep, so it went through a half-inch piece of plywood and through 20 inches of newspaper. So it went 10 inches deeper than with the 225 grain ELD match, which it is a target bullet, but this is what's left of it. It's in a bunch of little pieces, and it penetrated 10 inches and completely came apart, to where the Nosler bullet, it did mushroom back, it stayed intact, and let's say 20 inches worth of newspaper and a half-inch of plywood. So I think it's going to be plenty good enough to shoot an elk with.